Ladies and gentlemen, may we have your attention, please? About 5 minutes prior to the start of the ceremony, the doors to the hall will be closed to allow graduates to line up for the processional. Out of respect for our graduates and our nation, those in the lobby at that time will remain there until the processional and patriotic exercises have concluded. At that time, the doors to the hall will reopen and attendees will be able to return to their seats to watch today's ceremony. If you want to use the restroom or wish to purchase concessions, please do so at this time. Thank you.
Señoras y señores, ¿podemos tener su atención, por favor? Aproximadamente 5 minutos antes del comienzo de esta ceremonia, se cerrarán las puertas del salón para permitir que los graduados se pongan en fila para la procesión. Por respeto a nuestros graduados y a nuestra nación, los que se encuentren afuera del salón en este momento permanecerán ahí hasta que la procesión y los ejercicios patrióticos hayan concluido. Luego, las puertas del salón volverán a abrirse y los asistentes podrán regresar a sus asientos para ver la ceremonia de hoy. Si desean ir al baño o comprar algún producto, por favor, háganlo en ese momento. Muchas gracias.
Ladies and gentlemen, in 2 minutes, the doors to the hall will be closed to allow graduates to line up for the processional. Out of respect for our graduates and our nation, those in the lobby at that time will remain there until the processional and patriotic exercises have concluded. At that time, the doors to the hall will reopen and attendees can return to their seats to watch today's ceremony. Thank you.
Señoras y señores, ¿podemos tener su atención, por favor? Las puertas del salón se cerrarán para permitir que los graduados se pongan en fila para la procesión dentro de 2 minutos. Por respeto a nuestros graduados y a nuestra nación, quienes se encuentren afuera del salón en ese momento permanecerán ahí hasta que la procesión y los ejercicios patrióticos hayan concluido. Luego, las puertas del salón volverán a abrirse y los asistentes podrán regresar a sus asientos para ver la ceremonia de hoy. Muchas gracias.
Welcome to Anne Arundel County Public Schools Commencement Ceremony. The students, teachers, counselors, and staff have worked hard to plan a dignified event for our graduates. In accordance with this, we welcome you to support our graduating class in the following ways. Please silence cell phones and electronic devices. Please remain seated throughout the program, and especially when the diplomas are being presented. The aisles must remain clear, and pictures may be taken only from your seat. A professional photographer will take a picture of each graduate after they receive their diploma. Parents and guests are not permitted in the area with the students at any time during the ceremony. While we understand your excitement at hearing your graduate's name announced, please be respectful and courteous of the graduate whose name is being announced directly thereafter, and provide their family with the same courtesy. At the conclusion of the ceremony, follow the directions of staff and proceed directly to your cars where your graduate will meet you. The entire ceremony is being streamed live on our AACPS YouTube channel and can be viewed after the event at aacps.org/YouTube. Congratulations to all of our graduates, families, and friends, and thank you in advance for your assistance in making this commencement a most dignified exercise. Now please stand for the senior class processional and remain standing throughout our patriotic exercises. Our ceremony begins in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome. I am Nyla Phelps, President of the Class of 2024. I would like to thank parents, staff members, honored guests, and the Class of 2024 for your attendance today. At this time, please stay standing for the Pledge of Allegiance and remain standing for the Star Spangled Banner through the retirement of the colors. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
So they're not coming out. Thank you, and please have a seat. Before we move forward with our ceremony, I would like to make a note about the graduation program. For many years, it has been Southern's tradition to display the art of a Southern student on the front cover of the program. In keeping with this tradition, the front cover of the program is the work of one of our many talented students, Caitlin Crummel, student, class of 2024.
Good afternoon. I am Alexandra Forbes, Vice President of the Class of 2024. At this time, I would like to recognize some distinguished guests who have joined us to celebrate with our graduates. Please welcome, from Anne Arundel County Public Schools, Board Member Michelle Corkadell, Superintendent of Schools Dr. Mark Bedell, Chief of Staff Michael Dickerson, Deputy Superintendent Monique Jackson, Chief of Accountability Officer Jackson Dykstra, Associate Superintendent Dr. Dawn Lucarelli, Regional Assistant Superintendent Karen Donovan. From Southern High School, Angela Hopkins, Principal, Jamie Culp, Assistant Principal, Ashley Blanchett, School Counselor, Lauren Bauer, School Counselor, Alan Baker, School Counselor, Anna Worsham Lewis, School Counselor, Ashley Shannon Torresino, Senior Class Advisor, Deborah Garrison, Senior Class Advisor, Kristen Larney, Southern High School teacher and guest speaker, and from the Maryland House of Delegates, Delegate Seth Howard. Our first speaker is the president of the class of 2024, Nyla Phelps. While attending Southern High, Nyla has been involved in SGA, a member of National Art Honor Society, National French Honor Society, and National Honor Society. She also has served as the class president for the past 3 years. Additionally, she has been on the Southern girls soccer team while maintaining a 3.98 weighted GPA. She will be attending North Carolina A&T State University in the fall to pursue a Bachelor of Science in Business Administration. At this time, please welcome to the stage President of the Class of 2024, Nyla Phelps.
Good afternoon, family, teachers, administrators, honored guests in the class of 2024. My name is Nyla Phelps, and for the past 3 years, I've been serving you as your class president. Throughout that time, I've been pestering you with class dues, parking passes, fundraisers, and so much more. So I want to thank you all for finally paying your dues. Throughout these 4 years, we've accomplished so much, both athletics and academic success, from going to state championships in sports to receiving millions of dollars in scholarships. I could sit here and give you a whole list of all of our accolades, but we'd be here all day. Most importantly, we got through high school. Each of us have faced moments of hardship to be here and walk across the stage today. What we hardly hear about is the failure that we faced along the way. Yet, through these times, each of us saw these failures as not a wall stopping us, but rather a stepping stone to help us achieve. Today, I want to talk about our failures. Yes, failures. It's a word that often carries a negative connotation, but I urge you to see it differently. Failure is not a dead end, but rather a detour on the road to success. It is not a reflection of our worth or abilities, but rather a natural part of the learning process. Think back to times when you faced failure. Perhaps it was grade lower than you expected, a project that didn't go as planned, or a dream that seemed just out of reach. In those moments, it may have felt like the world was crashing down around you. But what if I told you that those moments of failure were actually opportunities in disguise? It is through failure that we gain valuable insights about ourselves and the world around us. It is through failure that we develop resilience, determination, and the courage to persevere in the face of adversity. It is through failure that we discover our true strengths and passions and forge our own paths to success. Take Thomas Edison, for example. It took him over 10,000 attempts to invent the light bulb. When asked about his failures, he famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." Edison understood that failure was not a dead end, but rather a necessary step on the path to innovation and achievement. So, my fellow graduates, I urge you to embrace failure. Embrace it as a teacher, a mentor, and a friend. Embrace it as an opportunity to learn, to grow, and become the best versions of yourselves. And most importantly, never let the fear of failure hold you back from pursuing your dreams. As we embark on the next chapter of our lives, let us remember that failure is not something to be feared, but rather something to be embraced. Congratulations, class of 2024. The world awaits your brilliance, your creativity, and your unwavering determination to succeed. Embrace failure and watch as the world opens its doors to you. Thank you.
We are fortunate to have a Board of Education that supports our students and staff in so many ways. To offer brief remarks on behalf of the board, please welcome District 7 Representative, the Honorable Michelle Corcadell.
Good afternoon. On behalf of the Board of Education, it is my distinct honor to welcome parents, guardians, families, teachers, and administrators to this exciting and ultimate celebration of Southern High School's class of 2024. This graduation ceremony and the accomplishments of you, our graduating seniors, led by our dedicated principal, Angela Hopkins, and her team, are a definitive moment of AACPS. I want to also recognize so many who have made this graduation a reality, because graduating from high school happens by design, and it's truly a team effort. Graduates, your family and friends have all made sacrifices so that you would be successful. These sacrifices have included quiet in the house for study and class time, giving you all those rides, and when help was needed for a test, tryout, or project, giving it willingly. And most importantly, just being there when you needed someone to understand. They are here this afternoon to share this rewarding moment with you because they have all played a part in you becoming a graduate today. Teachers dedicate themselves year after year to finding new innovative ways to teach you. Dr. Bedell and his administration provided the roadmap to make sure you got there, safe and sound, even despite our raging pandemic that we lived through, despite the uncertainties we as a community have faced together. And every year, our communities and local businesses, our volunteers, civic organization groups rededicate themselves to supporting our schools, all so the next generation can go out into the world well prepared and well educated. And then we get to maybe the most impressive, hardworking team members, you, the graduating class of 2024. You have traveled a course no other class has, and you have done it with grit, determination, and a willingness to adapt to circumstances you have never encountered. The diploma you have earned represents your individuality and the mark you have made on Southern High School and on those who have shared this journey with you. I have no doubt of the potential for your greatness in each and every one of you. And let's not forget that you got yourself here, and it was no accident. Through the wins and losses, exams, performances, conferences, concerts, and ever-changing breakthroughs technology in our education realm, you prevailed. You sat in the classes, you did the work in school and at home, practiced those drills. You learned to become active in your education, and all those lessons and hard work have led you to this moment. Ralph Waldo Emerson has to be one of my favorite authors of all time, and I've always thought that if someone else says what you mean, quote them unapologetically. So before we move on to the next recognition speech, I hope you will indulge me 3 quick Emerson quotes I find appropriate in this moment for our graduates to ponder. First, explore and explore and explore. Be neither chided nor flattered out of your position of perpetual inquiry. Second, the good news is that the moment you decide that what you know is more important than what you have been taught to believe, you will have shifted gears in your quest for abundance. Success comes within, not from without. To be yourself in a world that is constantly trying to make you something else is the greatest accomplishment. And lastly, cultivate the habit of being grateful for every good thing that comes to you and give thanks continuously. And because all things have contributed to your advancement, you should include all things in your gratitude. I call that gratitude with attitude. As you venture out, remember Southern High School is always your home and that you are loved and worthy of every opportunity you encounter in life. I imagine a day years from now when you'll pull out that old dog pound t-shirt from the back of your drawer and be reminded with great fondness who you are and where you are from. In that moment, remember today is the beginning of the path you will have traversed and the people that sent you forth from here. The dog pound is going to miss each and every one of you. And for one last time, and truly my last graduation speech ever, let me just say, our Bulldogs, we rock. We bark loud and we bark strong. On behalf of Anne Arundel County Board of Education, congratulations, class of 2024.
Our next speaker is completing his second year as superintendent and continues to be the driving force in a movement to help every single student belong, grow, and succeed. Please welcome our superintendent of schools, Dr. Mark Bedell.
Thank you. Naya. Is it Naya? What? Nyla. You struck a chord with me with your remarks around failure. As a former high school principal of an engineering program, we always took that four-letter word and we turned it around. And I think she hit something that's important for everybody to hear, that failure is not bad. It's not a bad thing at all. But I always looked at it as fail as a first attempt in learning. And I think if people take that approach as you move into the second phase of your life as young adults, you will go far. I stand before you a very imperfect human being. I've made a whole bunch of mistakes on my journey to now having this opportunity to speak with you all. And I can tell you that if I had given up, it would have been a similar outcome like many of the youngsters that I was associated with. I want to start off by greeting each and every single one of you who are here today. And to our 2024 Southern High School graduates, congratulations to a job well done. Congratulations. I want to commend you for your perseverance, and to your family and friends who are here today. Several thousand people are here to support you all. Class of 2024, let's give all of these people out here a round of applause for their support. Thank you all for trusting your child's education with the Anne Arundel County Public School. I have one simple request of you, and that is to not forget about Southern High School and the Anne Arundel County Public School District and those who are coming behind you. Come back and mentor, volunteer, or intern in our school district in an effort to support the next generation. In closing, here's a piece of advice that I've shared with thousands of students. Imagine life as a game in which you are juggling some 5 balls in the air. You name them: work, family, health, friends, and spirit, and you're keeping all of these balls in the air. You will soon understand that work is a rubber ball. If you drop it, it bounces back. But the other 4 balls, family, health, friends, and spirit, they are made of glass. If you drop one of these, they will be scuffed, marked, nicked, damaged, or even shattered. They will never be the same. You must understand this and strive for balance in your life. And here's how. Don't undermine your worth by comparing yourselves with others. It is because we are different that each of us is special. Don't let your life slip through your fingers by living in the past or for the future. By living your life one day at a time, you live all the days of your life fully. Don't give up when you still have something to give. Nothing is really over until the moment you stop trying. Don't be afraid to learn. Knowledge is weightless, a treasure you can always carry easily. And don't use time or words carelessly. Neither can be retrieved. Life is not a race, but a journey to be savored each step of the way. Your teachers, your administrative team, they have done a phenomenal job in preparing each and every single one of you. These students who are here, 2 are attending North Carolina A&T, 1's going to the University of Miami, 2 are going to the University of Maryland, and many of you have bright futures in whatever it is you're getting ready to pursue. These people have done a great job in this room today preparing you all. You are ready. Congratulations again to the class of 2024 from Southern High School.
Thank you, Dr. Bedell. The pool of eligible graduation speakers begins with all seniors who earn summa cum laude honors. Our speaker for the class of 2024 is Kaylee Nearing. Over the past 4 years, Kaylee has been an officer of the National Honor Society, Mu Alpha Theta Math Honor Society, and Rho Kappa Social Studies Honor Society. Kaylee is also a member of the National Honor Society for Dance Arts, Science and National Honor Society, Southern Repertory Dance Company, Kindness Club, and was a peer ambassador. Outside of Southern, Kaylee is an intern for dance programs within our feeder system and a youth leader at her church. Kaylee will be attending the University of Maryland Honors College as a Banner Key Scholar She will be pursuing a Bachelor of Arts in Elementary Education and a minor in Human Development. At this time, I would like to welcome Kaylee Nearing to address the class of 2024.
Thank you, Rex. Good afternoon, graduates, teachers, faculty, alumni, families, and guests. To the class of 2024, look at us, sitting in these seats with our caps and gowns, surrounded by our loved ones. We have looked forward to this moment since we were young. The moment we walk across this stage and earn our diploma, which represents hard work, dedication, and perseverance. Well, here we are. 18 years have flown by. When I think of South County, the word that comes to my mind is community. We are graduating with a total of 247 people in our class, which is the smallest in the county. We sure do have a small town feel. But the small town feel makes Southern, well, Southern. The good thing about attending Southern is that we have had the opportunity to develop close relationships with our peers and teachers, which is such a gift. Think back to 8th grade year. We got a news report that school would be shutting down for 2 weeks. Little did we know that we would not be returning to full-time in-person school until our sophomore year. We were not able to go to football games, homecoming, or activities that would require close contact. But our teachers and community rallied around us during our virtual freshman year. We logged on to Google Meets every day and tried our best to learn content online and find the motivation to complete all of our assignments. I always felt sorry for our teachers when they would ask students to turn their cameras on, and then they would either be staring at people's ceiling fans or their foreheads. Some of us were sleeping in class and were woken up by the teacher calling on us, and some of us didn't wake up and we got kicked out of class because the teacher ended the meet. Freshman year was a hard year for all of us, but we made it through. Then, in fall of 2021, we began high school full-time in person as sophomores, but we were still technically freshmen. Both us and the class of 2025 were trying to find where our classes were and build friendships. We got a late start, but we made up for lost time over the course of the following 3 years. We participated in spirit days, school dances, performances, clubs, service projects, and so much more. We have helped our community tremendously through clubs such as National Honor Society, and our committee planned events together. Everybody contributed their ideas, and it helped events such as Pumpkin Palooza and Stroller Roller run smoothly. We have applied to and been accepted to schools across the country, are pursuing military and trade school, and this year's AVID students have earned the highest amount of money in scholarships since the start of the AVID program, thanks to Mr. Bittinger's support. If I could describe our class in one word, it would be resilient. But I want you to remember this. In life, we do not get through challenges or accomplish anything alone. None of us got here by ourselves. Nobody is on an island. We would not have been able to pass our AP exams without the commitment of our AP teachers and the study groups that we created and worked through hard questions with. Dance performances would not have been possible without Miss Matthews and the choreography of the dancers, which contributed towards a great show. Clubs would not have run smoothly if it weren't for the teacher advisors and the student officers who plan events and hold meetings. And our sports teams would not have made it to state championships without the dedication of coaches and the team working together towards a common goal. These are just a few of the many examples where we were supported by our Southern family and support system. In her 2011 graduation speech at Harvard University, actress and comedian Amy Poehler challenged the graduates to find a group of people who challenge and inspire you. Spend a lot of time with them, and it will change your life. No one is here today because they did it on their own. She was right. We can't do life alone. We need community to help build us up and support us. People are placed in our lives for a reason, and it is up to us to understand and appreciate these relationships. Cherish the relationships you have now and look forward to those that will begin soon in whatever chapter of your book is coming next. Wherever you go, Never forget your foundation in South County and the community that will always be your home. And always remember, once a Bulldog, always a Bulldog. Congratulations, class of 2024.
For Southern High, we have a tradition of nominating a teacher to share words at graduation as a guest speaker. Our next speaker has over 23 years of teaching experience. In her time at Southern, she has had a tremendous impact on our students and colleagues. At this time, please welcome to the stage Kristen Larney, science teacher and department chair.
Thank you, Rex. Thank you, class of 2024, for honoring me with the privilege of speaking to you on this important day. When Ms. Culp first told me that you chose me to be your speaker, I was momentarily speechless. And those of you that have ever had a class with me know that I am never speechless. That afternoon, I went home and I started to research how to give a good graduation speech. It's supposed to be a little funny, personal, inspirational, and passionate. Wow, that's a lot to get in 3 minutes. So I tried to think of ways to make it personal. I love to read, so I could read an inspirational poem to you all, which Mr. Wewell would love, but I could just envision the rest of you falling asleep. I love to travel, so I could talk about how I went to New Zealand and backpacked around New Zealand by myself for a month, and it was quite an adventure meeting a lot of different people. But I ran out of money after 3 weeks and had to survive the last week off of a head of cabbage. So that's probably a lesson more in money management than inspiration. I could talk to you about finding your passion in life. I'm very passionate about science, and that began when I was in high school and I had a chemistry teacher, Mr. Blake, who used to get so excited teaching that if you sat in the front row, you'd get hit by the spit flying out of his mouth. I'm very passionate, as some of you know, about the Buffalo Bills. Theirs is a story of perseverance and persistence, getting up when knocked down year after year after year. But this is our year when all that hard work finally pays off. Right, Cody and Dan? Okay. And as most of you know, I'm very passionate about the environment and try to teach by example in living a more environmentally sustainable life. But that's enough about me. You and I started this journey together back in 2022 as small squares on a computer screen. When we got back together your sophomore year into the building, we were still wearing masks, but you were able to play sports, join clubs, perform in concerts and plays, celebrate at ArtQuest, and finally, halfway through the year, I got to see your beautiful smiling faces for the first time. And now, as your senior year comes to a close, I am amazed at how quickly it all went by. As your parents and grandparents can attest, somehow time seems to defy the laws of science and go by faster the older you get. As they look back, it was only 2 to 3 years ago when they sat gripping the passenger seat while teaching you how to drive. Only 5 to 6 years ago when you finally began to realize that maybe your dad's jokes aren't as funny as he thinks they are. 13 years ago when they took that picture of you waiting for the school bus on your very first day of kindergarten. And was it only 17 to 18 years ago that they held you for the very first time and dreamed big dreams for you on your graduation day? What an appropriate word graduate is for you today. You are like that 100 milliliter graduated cylinder from science class that slowly filled up with knowledge, experiences, and friendships over the past 13 years. And now, as you move on into the world, that graduated cylinder becomes 1,000 milliliters, that you will overflow with knowledge and relationships and friendships, and hopefully lots of adventures, preferably ones that don't involve cabbage. Hang on, I lost my place. Physics teaches us that the world is always moving towards entropy, the unexpected. And it's hard to move on from the familiar. It's a little scary, and there will be unexpected challenges ahead of you. But if I can give you one piece of advice, it would be to surround yourself with family and friends and those who love you that can see you through those challenging times. I've recently learned a phrase called, maybe some of you know, touch grass, which has a variety of uses, but I took it to mean keep things in perspective. What is truly important is not what is on a small screen, but your family and friends and those around you. But I also encourage you to actually touch grass. Go outside and feel the sunshine on your face and the sand between your toes, and not just at senior week. Find beauty in the small, the quiet, and the routine of everyday life. Some of you have told me that I've inspired you to want to further study marine biology and environmental science, that in my classroom you were exposed to new ideas and you became more reflective of your own behavior. If one short, old science teacher can do that, think of what you can do. With advances in science, you will most likely live to be 90 or 100 years old, which means you will have an impact on this world. When you pick up the piece of trash, you make the world a little cleaner. When you challenge yourself to work harder, you are an inspiration to those around you. When you look up from your phone and you say hello to the person passing by, you make the world a kinder place. And when that person carries it on, and the next person, and so on, all of a sudden we have exponential growth in kindness, all because of you. Those small, quiet, everyday tasks is what will help make you a kinder, more gentler human being, and you will have an impact on this world. And so, graduating seniors of the class of 2024, as you move on from the familiarity of Southern, I want you to ask yourself, in the words of poet Mary Oliver, what am I going to do with my one wild and wonderful life? Congratulations, class of 2024. I love you, and I'll miss you.
Our next speaker is completing her 5th year as principal of Southern High. Her vision for Southern is to foster a safe and inclusive environment, provide students with the opportunity to gain knowledge and skills to prepare them for college and/or a career, and to honor the beliefs, values, and traditions of Southern High. She is truly committed to providing opportunities and success of all students. At this time, please welcome to the stage Principal of Southern High, Angela Hopkins.
Good afternoon, Dr. Bedell, Ms. Corkadell, Mr. Dickinson, Ms. Jackson, Mr. Dykstra, Dr. Lucarelli, Ms. Donovan, teachers, parents, relatives, and loved ones. I'd like to welcome you to today's graduation ceremony for the class of 2024. I'd like to take a moment to say thank you to Ms. Culp, Ms. Shannon, Ms. Garrison, Ms. Nutwell, Ms. Watts, Ms. Albanos, Ms. Richardson, Ms. Jackson, Mr. Freeman, Mr. Makel, and Ms. Derrick. Thank you for all your hard work and time behind the scenes to make today's graduation ceremony for the senior class a memorable one. Also, I'd like to say thank you to our teachers, our staff, our counselors, for your patience, compassion, and hard work for the class of 2024. Before we move forward to awarding the diplomas, I'd like to say a few words to the class of 2024. To the graduating class of 2024, as I reflect on your journey, that includes the ripple effects of a great recession and an education spanning over a global pandemic. I'm in awe at the qualities of being that I've so often seen you demonstrate. You have shown everyone here just how resilient and adaptable through unprecedented times you really are. After witnessing your growth and maturation over the past 4 years, it is evident that you've learned some invaluable insights and lessons about life that you may not even recognize. You've learned the value of community. Each of you found yourselves leaning in on someone else through these challenges, whether it was a friend, parent, or a school member, and that has helped you to develop your identity. It has been essential in building your sense of resilience and creating an environment where you can thrive and contribute to something bigger than yourself. As you move forward, your community will grow, and sometimes it's helpful to look back to remember who you are, believe in yourself, and just how strong the support and encouragement is from where you came. You've also learned the power of perseverance. You've learned to overcome obstacles, setbacks, and challenges in pursuit of your goals. This has been essential in developing grit and determination. You have developed the ability to transform setbacks into stepping stones and make your dreams a reality. And as you move forward, you will achieve the impossible. Remember, it is the depth of the drive that will continue to light your way. You've learned the value of empathy. Recognizing ourselves and others has ensured that your friends and families have felt seen, heard, and valued. You can easily see the world from someone else's perspective, understand their experiences and challenges. You have compassion, kindness, and the ability to cooperate. And as you move forward, your empathy will fit those around you. As you continue to create a new understanding toward a more inclusive environment, remember, you will find those around you are not the only ones being lifted. And finally, you've learned the power of presence. You embrace spontaneity and explore new things. You've engaged fully with life and have been witness to the here and now. You have filled your days with joy and laughter, giving others the gift of your authentic self. And as you move forward, it is important to learn from our past, but also plan for the future, plan for tomorrow, and remember always to take time in the moment to enjoy the journey. The senior class of 2024 represents some of the most endearing qualities about Southern High School and our surrounding area in which we live. In South County, words like community, perseverance, empathy, presence acts as the cornerstones of our daily lives. There's so much more than words on a page or in a speech, and I'm incredibly proud of all of you rising through your challenge and embodying these lifelong lessons. Draw from these lessons as you move forward and continue to pursue your goals and dreams, and keep pushing forward with courage and belief in yourself. It has been my distinguished honor to serve as your principal over the last 4 years for you. I very much look forward to watching what you achieve, connecting with you in the future, and learning of all the paths each of you have traveled. With that, congratulations to Southern's class of 2024. Your journey is just beginning, and we look forward to the incredible things you will accomplish in the years to come. Thank you.
The Latin Honors System recognizes exceptional academic achievement by graduating students and is delineated into 3 levels of honors. Cum laude, or with honors, is for all students who have received a 3.4 or higher unweighted GPA calculated after the 7th semester in high school. These students are recognized today with a bronze stole. All cum laude students, please stand now so we may applaud your achievements. Thank you. You may now be seated. Magna cum laude, or with great honors, is for students who have earned between a 4.0 and 4.3 weighted GPA. These students are recognized today by their silver stoles. All students who have earned magna cum laude, please stand to be recognized. Thank you. Finally, summa cum laude, or with highest honors, is for all students who have earned a 4.3 weighted GPA or higher. These seniors are wearing gold stoles. Please note that these students will be recognized individually when their name is called as they receive their diploma.
Ladies and gentlemen, Board Member Michelle Corkadell is pleased to join me in recognizing the graduating class of 2024. Ms. Corkadell, on behalf of the faculty and staff of Southern High School, I recommend to you the members of the class of 2024 as qualified candidates for the State of Maryland Diploma and Certificate.
By virtue of the authority vested in the Board of Education of Anne Arundel County, under the laws of the State of Maryland, I do now award diplomas and certificates evidencing the satisfactory completion of the prescribed courses of study to the students of Southern High School who have been recommended for graduation by the faculty of this school. Congratulations again.
Nyla Marie Phelps. Alexandra May Forbes. Rex Matthew Fullerton. Mandy Maria Mulhern, summa cum laude. Kaylee Joelle Nearing, summa cum laude. Laura Alexis Nielsen, summa cum laude, valedictorian. Lacey Lee Hurst, summa cum laude, salutatorian. Giovanni Anan Adams. Vanessa Del Carmen Aguilar Romero. Edward Raul Aguilera Garcia. Frank Lee Alderson III. Francisco Amaya Castillo. Dallas Frederick Apperson, summa cum laude. Emily Karina Agueta Fuentes. Gabriel Anibal Avila. Josue Alejandro Avila Morazan. John Russell Barkley Jr. DeMichael Ali Barnes Carter. Anderson Alexis Barrientos Avelar. Michael Scott Bauer. Brittany Juanita Beal. Sarah Ann Bell. Zachary Scott J. Ho Beckett. Fletcher Wakefield Bell. Paige Isabel Benson. Danielle Nicole Blood. Drew Matthew Bachman. Marjorie Yesenia Bonilla Lopez. Giovanna Bonner, summa cum laude. Timothy Adam Bouchel. Cecilia Ames Bowers, summa cum laude. Lily Mae Breen. Rachel Ann Breen. Charles Wilson Bridgman. William Owen Bromley III. Kenesha Lee Ann Brooks. Eric James Brown Jr. Kayvon Raymond Brown. Liliana Grace Buhai.
Joshua William Corey. Caitlin Diane Bullock. Zoe Brianne Burgess. Lila Elizabeth Campiato. Pedro Antonio Canales Herrera. Loida Janet Chavarria. Javier Estuardo Chavez. Jennifer Margot Chicas Dominguez. Andrew Christopher Cook. Sabin Thomas Cordua. Drew Franklin Crandall. Jason Allen Crandall. Daisy Jocelyn Cruz Rodriguez. Sidlali Cruz Rosas. Haley Dawn Davis. Maya Rochelle Davis. Kobe Alexis Daly. Hannah Christine Dean. Edward Stephen Delph Schuyler. Tyron Rayshawn Dennis. Bryant Joseph Dickerson. Madeline Ray DeSylvester. Kyler Michael Dove. Samantha Grace Drummer. Allison Page Dunn. Manuel Duran Castillo. Bella Grace DeZambo. Ava Taylor Erickson. Brittany Lauren Estrada. Jordan Matthew Fanzo. Elena Ashley Fennell. Melissa Rowan Fletcher. Leonardo Flores Guzman. Nia Patricia Fogg, summa cum laude.
Taylor Alexa Fogg, summa cum laude. Adam Robert Fuentes. Chris Ariel Fugan. Joshua David Foxwell. Jaime Ezequiel Garcia Flores. Patrick Christopher Gately. Aiden Elias Gibbs. William Matthew Graybill. Aaliyah Destiny Gray. Brian Eric Griffin Jr. Sophie Helen Grigg, summa cum laude. William McGrath Guard. Elvis Noel Guardado Menjivar. Emma Christine Guy. Joshua Richard Hardesty.
Taylor Elizabeth Hardesty, summa cum laude. Leona Pearl Hart. Alec Brannon Hawley. Nathan Andrew Hemmer. Bryant Fernando Hernandez Mora. Savannah Grace Herrera. Kai Thomas Higdon. Cody Allen Hitchcock. Noah Christopher Holas. Tegan Deshane Holcomb. Amelia Grace Hewen. Thomas Maurice Hunt Jr. Alyssa K. Jacks. Hayden John Jackson. Evelyn Rose James, summa cum laude. Andrew Ryan Jarbo. Samuel Anthony Jett. Mackenzie Elizabeth Johnson. Jared Khalil Johnson Wright. Addison Grace Jones, summa cum laude. Brenna Eileen Kajewski, summa cum laude. Mackenzie Ray Kajewski, summa cum laude. David Bruce Holt Kess. Calvin Coolidge Kidd the fourth. Aiden Christopher Kinch. Madison Alexander Kreider. Caitlin Rebecca Crummel, summa cum laude. Jason Alexander Kudla. Caitlin Nicole Kyle, summa cum laude. Kalina Ivy Lance. Kevin Glenn Lane. Delaney Ann Lanham. Kenneth Lawrence Brooks Lanham. Victoria Allison Lawrence. Brooklyn Alexis Lee. Karen Lee Lenahan. Lily Nicole Leonard. Amaya Lee Lescalette. Matthew Connor Lind. Mia Giselle Lopez Zavala. Cindy Noemi Lopez Urbina. Alyssa Adrian Lowe. Michelle Luna Avalos. Amaya Paris Makel. Dylan Marie Manis. Kevin Marcial Monhe. Christine Louise Marcomanalaikis. Presley Carmela Marks. Daniel Vaughn Marshall. Zachary Philip Marshall. Thomas Gehrig Martin. Viviana Martinez Sanchez. Luke Eric McCoy.
Jacob Joseph McNew. Sean Luke McLean, summa cum laude. Bethany Rhea McMillan. Michael Bernard McNeil Jr. Quentin Reed Melanson, summa cum laude. Angus Jujin Mendoza Medina. Andrew Corbin Mercer, summa cum laude. Mackenzie Lynn Milby. Devin Ray Miller. Mia Jade Miller. Jacqueline Francesca Molina Ramirez. Anthony Ari Monterosa. Gabrielle Rianne Moreland. Emmy Lou Mudd. Meadow Ann Murphy. Grace May Nash. Eric Edward Nielsen. Calder James Northrop. Carson Patrick Northrop. Matthew Alexander Novoa Sandoval. Connor James O'Brien. Andrew Joseph O'Neill. Scott Hayden Opert. Damian Lanier Owens Jr. Alexandra Ray Painter. William Jackson Painter. Angie Michelle Palma Pavone. Nicole Perez. Luis Anthony Perez Marino. Atziri Scarlett Perez Carino. Madison Riley Phipps. Jaden Robert Piatek. Zuriel Pillier. Tucker Noel Pollard. Alexa Madison Poole. Alicia Grace Pope. Hunter Eberst Popo. Samantha Page Powers. Colton Wayne Ramey. Samantha Sarai Ramos. Faith Marie Reeder. Cheyenne May Reed. Eric Reyes Ignacio. Dariana Aileen Peña Herrera. Harley Quinn Rimmel. Belen Abril Rivas Soriano. Jasmine Robles, summa cum laude. Cassandra Rodas Gonzalez. Brandon Luis Roman Oriana. Luke Thomas Rule. Charlie Ruiz Anselmo. Jacob Scott Runyon. Jason Lucas Ryan Jr. Lazaro Josue Sagastume. Anthony Bruce Salas Martinez. Juniors de Jesus Salazar Jose. Jaden Mackenzie Salisbury. Ever Alexander Sanchez Cruz. Anthony Joseph Sanchez Villa. Joseph Cesar Santiama. Marlon Rigoberto Santos Oriana. Torsten Michael Savino. Naya Raylan Savoy. Maggie Rose Schiavone, summa cum laude. Kimberly Yudira Sermeno. Allison Sarai Serrano Rivas. Aubrey Elizabeth Sharp. Kamai Danae Sharps.
Mariama Sydney Shaw. Zoe Elizabeth Shelton. Mason Patrick Sims. Johnny Alexander Sosa Iriarte. Genevieve Elizabeth Squires. Jody Marie Staley. Nicholas Andrew Steeman. Mark Thomas Stuckler. Damian Ray Sturman. Julia Lynn Teitelbaum. Jacob Leonard Thompson. Luke Anthony Thompson. Gabrielle Grace Tompkins. Stephanie Tovar. Charity Ann Townsend. Sean Tyler Trivet. Sarah Ann Tucker. Casey Merle Turner. Ian Jacob Vaughn. Joseph Patrick Vines. Chloe Madeline Vignereth. Justin Israel Villa Amaya. Oscar Vergara Mayo. Matthew Ray Wallace. Noah Jacob Wallace. Roman Kelby Wallace. Abigail Grace Wallace. Claire Caroline Cecilia Walter. Jeffrey Johnson Ward II. Richard Vincent Wells. Kit Leanne Whitmore. Brendan Christopher Williams. Marlon Mackay Williams. Abigail Rose Wilson. James Katala Wilson. Crystal Star Lee Windsor. Jackson Peter Winterbottom. Chase Anthony Woodell. Ava Elizabeth Wooster, summa cum laude. Aaliyah Danielle Wright. Claire Louise Xavier. Jacob McGuiver Zadun.
Oh, there we go. Okay. Graduates, please stand. We entered the event center today as students, and we shall leave here as alumni. To signify our accomplishments at Southern High School and that we have been awarded a Maryland State Department of Education diploma, students, we will now move our tassels from the right to the left. Congratulations, class of 2024. Family and friends of graduates, please remain in your seats until graduates have exited the venue. You may greet your graduates outside after recessional. Thank you.